Hey Arizona homeowners, are you thinking about selling your home but you're feeling a little bit nervous about the current market, especially in our scorching Arizona summer? Well, you're not alone. I've had a few sellers reach out recently asking if it's a good time to sell, and if I do decide to sell, how can I stand out with so many homes for sale in our area? We've got really high inventory. Today we're going to take a deep dive on these questions, and I'm going to arm you with the market data. I'm going to give you some actionable tips to not just list but sell your home even when the market feels like it's dead. Stick around, because at the end of this video you're going to have a really clear understanding on how to navigate this slow Arizona market. So let's talk the numbers, specifically for Arizona and the West Valley. According to recent Redfin data from May of 2025, while home prices across Arizona saw a slight increase of 0.1% year over year, with a median sale price of around $450,900, we're also seeing some significant shifts right now. The number of homes sold actually fell by 5.6% year over year, but the number of homes for sale rose by 20%. And that's really substantial. So what does that tell us? It tells us that we've moved from a seller's market to a more buyer-friendly market, or a buyer's market. And that means there's less competition for your home, which results in very few homes getting that full asking price, and even fewer are selling above list price compared to last year. So now let's factor in our hot Arizona summers. We all know that it gets hot and that heat impacts the real estate market. And why is that? Because our buyer pool shrinks significantly during these months. Think about it. I mean, who wants to be out shopping for a home when it's 114 degrees? Our research on migration patterns in Arizona has a 10 to 15% population spike that happens during our winter months, and that's because of our snowbirds that leave their cold climates. Between February and April of this year, Arizona was one of the top states home buyers were searching to move to, and Phoenix was one of the second most searched destinations for relocation nationwide. And this clearly indicates that cooler months, fall, winter, spring, bring a much larger, more active buyer pool. If you have the flexibility on holding off until the cooler months, that could really increase your chances for a quicker and more profitable sale. Okay, but what if you have to sell now, or you can't wait for cooler months? Don't worry. While the market is slower, homes are still selling. The key is to understand the three main reasons that homes sell, and that is price, condition, and location. And while you can't change your location, you do have control over price and condition. Year to date, 1 in 4 homes that are listed are actually selling. So your goal is to make sure that your home stands out. And that means being super strategic, making smart upfront investments. And I know you've all heard the phrase, you have to spend money to make money. And in this market, it really couldn't be any truer. That is what is really hard, is that we have to spend money on a home that we're trying to sell. I get it, it's really hard. So where should you be putting your money to get that best return? First is your presentation. First impressions are absolutely critical in a competitive market. You need to grab a buyer's attention immediately, both online and in person. And that means painting, patching. A fresh coat of paint is one of the highest ROI improvements you can make. Research shows that interior painting can yield an ROI of about 107%, and exterior painting is about 152%. That's about $7,500 over your home's value, and it's a relatively inexpensive way for you to brighten up your home and make it feel fresh and move-in ready. Don't forget to patch any holes or imperfections as well. Also, professionally cleaned windows. This might seem minor, but sparkling clean windows and sliding glass doors let in more natural light, and it makes your home feel brighter and more inviting. Also, if you have pets, you know their hair gets everywhere. It's in the door tracks, it's in your windowsills, and it's a turnoff to buyers. So getting those window tracks and slider tracks cleaned up is really important. It also helps the doors slide better when your home is being shown, and it's a small detail that makes a really big difference. Next is professional photos. It's a non-negotiable. Over 90% of home buyers start their search online. So if you have blurry, dark iPhone photos or tons of clutter, your home's gonna get scrolled past. So professional photos showing off your home's best feature is super important for online buyers. Also drone photography for larger properties and also showing where your home is located in the neighborhood is super important. Next up, cleaning up your landscaping. Curb appeal is super critical. Research indicates that clean landscaping can yield a ROI of 200 to 400%, and it gives you a 5.5 to 12% advantage. I'm not saying do a complete overhaul, but make sure your yard is clean, replace dead plants, trim back trees, make sure your bushes are manicured. Because if your yard's dead, a buyer's first impression will be that the home is not being maintained, and a landscaped yard helps your home look more inviting. This creates immediate positive impression before a buyer even steps inside your home. Next up, pricing. And this is a tough one for people right now, especially in a slower market. Pricing your home correctly from day one is super critical, and sellers that overprice their homes, you're gonna end up sitting on the market, your days on market are gonna accumulate, and eventually you're gonna have to reduce your price. And then this signals that you're pretty desperate. So if there's fewer comps, getting an accurate valuation can be kind of challenging, and that's why I really recommend that you get an appraisal. And an appraisal gives you that unbiased professional valuation of your home, and this gives you a realistic idea of its market value, and that's going to allow you to price your home competitively right from the start. It also gives you leverage during negotiations when you have that third-party piece of paper that says your home's worth this much. Also, invest a little bit of money. Buyers in a slower market are more cautious and they have more options. They want a move-in ready home right now with no surprises. So our goal is to give buyers confidence, and we want to minimize any potential red flags that could end up being deal breakers. So be proactive from the start. Get a pre-listing home inspection. That's going to help you identify and address any potential issues before buyers find them, because they're going to do an inspection too. It's going to prevent buyers from walking away or asking for price reductions based on inspection findings. It also gives you time to get those things fixed, get competitive bids for any repairs you need to do. Once you have that inspection report, you're going to want to prioritize any necessary repairs. You're going to focus on safety issues or major, plumbing, electrical, HVAC. That's going to be a red flag to a lender. If you have leaky faucets or sticky doors, fix those minor things. Even hardware swaps can have an average ROI of about 297%. Next up, staging. This is a big one. Leave your home furnished, or do you leave it empty? The research shows is that a staged home sells faster and for more money. Staging helps your buyers visualize themselves living in your home, and it also helps to define rooms and creates that emotional connection. Our research shows that the ROI for home staging can be over 550%. 85% of staged homes sold for anywhere between 5 and 23% over their listing price, and they sell 70% faster than unstaged homes. So even if you don't hire a professional stager, you can lightly stage, you can declutter, and arrange your furniture to maximize the space. So that can mean removing large pieces of furniture so that your home flows better and makes your home look larger. It makes a really big difference. And finally, my most powerful tool is YouTube. We all know that social media and video are super important, and I create high quality video tours because it's an incredible way to market your property, and we reach a really wide audience of potential buyers. This can make your home shine. It shows the upgrades, it shows the unique features, we show the neighborhoods, and even the lifestyle that your home offers. Buyers get a real feel for your home before they even step inside, and then it generates a lot of interest, especially from those out-of-state buyers who are looking to relocate to Arizona. I don't know if you know this, but 85% of all out-of-state home buyers start their search on YouTube. This is a direct way to find buyers who are actively searching for homes just like yours. So selling a home in any market requires really great strategy, but in this slow market, it requires much more thought and a proactive approach. So focus on your presentation, your pricing, make sure you've made those investment on those inspections and staging, and then of course leverage my YouTube channel. You can be in a better position to sell successfully even during the Arizona summer. If you're an Arizona homeowner in the West Valley and you're considering selling, or if you just want to understand your options right now in this market, I'm here to help. So don't hesitate to reach out and I'll get you a personalized consultation. We're going to discuss your unique situation, analyze your home's potential, and then we'll create a tailored strategy to get your home sold. So I hope that helped you today. My name is Michelle Seymour and I'm an Arizona realtor that covers the area west of Phoenix, also known as the West Valley. And I get phone calls every day from people just like you that are thinking about making the move here to Arizona. So if that's you and you're thinking about moving in the next day, week, or even month from now, please reach out. You can send me a text, you can email me, or give me a call, and I'd be more than happy to help. Also, if this is your first time to my channel, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to learn about anything new that's happening here in Arizona. Until next time, thanks for joining me today.